Ja, einen wunderschönen guten Morgen hier aus dem herrlichen Nassau zu euch nach Deutschland. Ich glaube, es regnet bei euch. Bei uns nicht. Ihr seht, wir sind im Sommerkleid und natürlich auch in den Sommerklamotten. Und ja, ich habe hier eine ganze Runde von ganz aufgeregten Agents. Ich zeige ich euch mal. Wir sind alle jetzt hier und sind bereit, euch ihre Erlebnisse zu zeigen. Now, let me continue in English. I hope everything went well. Elena, in case I have made, Elena ist noch zurück bei mir im Büro in Deutschland. Die Arme durfte nicht mit, die musste nur arbeiten, währenddessen ich mich hier amüsiert habe. Liebe Elena, wenn irgendwas nicht stimmt, dann ruf mich bitte an. Ich bin jetzt auch ganz nervös in der Live-Schaltung aus Nassau. Habe ich auch noch nie gemacht und das Internet scheint stabil zu sein. Ja, und meine Brille funktioniert auch nicht mehr richtig. Das werdet euch also nicht wundern, wenn ich die Brille immer auf- und abziehen muss. Yeah, so first of all, a very warm welcome to our judges. And I would like to introduce them. First of all, being here today, very important, showing, judging on the, not on the presentation, but on the content of the presentation of the agents. All our groups have had amazing times in Long Island, Cat Island, Exumas, Eleuthera, and Andros. And I did receive their presentations, but I did not look at them because I wanted to be as surprised as everybody else in the room. So, dear judges, please, as we said earlier, judge on the content, on the surprising, on the standalone, on the unique selling points they have found in that while they were on the island. Now, first, here the judges. I've got you now on my screen, I believe, right? No, more here. Philipp, you first. Philipp Leitborn. Hallo, sagt er. Then we have next to Karen Smith from Margaritaville and Grand Isle. And next we have Claudette. She's from Nassau Paradise Island Promotion Board. Oh, guten Morgen. She speaks German. Next to it we have Sandra Russell. Sandra, you've got the horrible job being in charge of all the out islands. And next to her, we have Arisa. Arisa, she stands in for Grand Island today. Thank you very much for being here this morning, and her colleague who helps her out today. We're waiting for L'Oreal's meeting. L'Oreal should be here any minute, and we can start with the judging as such. So, also ihr Lieben, jetzt drehe ich die Kamera wieder um. Ich hoffe, es wird euch nicht schlecht an dem Bildschirm zu Hause mit dem vielen Gewackel. Aber wir gucken jetzt, dass wir das alles so hinkriegen. Und dann kommt als erste Gruppe, die uns heute präsentieren werden, gleich hier nach vorne. Aber ich habe natürlich auch noch ein bisschen was gemacht. Ich muss euch auch erzählen, die Gruppen haben echt viel gearbeitet und haben wirklich nächtelang durchgearbeitet. Und das konnte ich natürlich so nicht auf mir sitzen lassen. Deswegen musste ich natürlich auch noch ein bisschen was gestern machen. Und ich zeige euch mal so ein paar Bilder von den Dingen, die wir jetzt erlebt haben auf der Reise. Ja, also wir haben natürlich den Best Bahama Moment erlebt. Ich glaube, es gab mehr als einen Best Bahama Moment. Also there were multiple, jetzt fängt natürlich, seht ihr, jetzt fange ich schon an mit meinem Computer hier. Multiple Best Bahama Moments that we have had. And one of our most exciting Bahama moments, I think, was yesterday when we went into the Exumas and you saw all the different colors of the Exuma ocean, and this was absolutely amazing. We have a fantastic group here. They've made it. They all made it from Germany, Switzerland, via London to Nassau on the first day. It was a little bit of a run at the airport. I think 20 minutes for connection. That was a little bit of a challenge, I believe, but you all made it. That showed already how competitive we are. Okay, we first went off to Grand Bahama Island, and it was your first mission. We stayed at the Viva Pier. I think it was a fantastic start for our tour through the Bahamas. Yeah, we saw some amazing beaches like Gold Rock Beach, where you have been. We finally met with our finally met with our friend Colette Williams. Some of you know Colette Williams. Manche haben ja auch schon mit ihr gekocht bei uns in Deutschland. Und sie hat also wirklich für uns gekocht in ihrem Garten. And she was entertaining us on the island. And she was very, very hospitable. And we have now an idea to start a cooking club, German Bahamian cooking club. So that her cooking club will be introduced to German dishes while the Germans get introduced to her Bahamian dishes. So a lot of interaction, a lot of cultural exchange has happened. We have had the opportunity to be at the Christmas tree lighting, and this was really beautiful. Everybody was dancing, everybody was there. We saw the real junkanoo that was performed for their people there locally. It was the first Christmas tree lighting since obviously the pandemic, and that was absolutely amazing. And then we headed our beds, or and then we went back to the Viva Windham, and this beach was also fantastic. Some beautiful sunsets, some beautiful sunrises where you have taken photos. Well, from here on, we all went onto our Out Island challenges, but obviously, you know, this is what you will present, my teams here in the room, and we all gathered again in Grand Isle Resort in the Exumas, and everything went well. You all flew in with your flights. They were all on time. No hiccups. It was easy to commute between the islands. The only island that still had to do antigen tests were the ones from Eleuthera over to the Exumas, but everybody else didn't need to do an antigen test. And I think you all agree by saying it's easy to travel within the Bahamas. You sometimes believe it's much more difficult, but it is very easy. And then yesterday was our day. I think, you know, when we went through the Exumas and saw all these beautiful islands, this beautiful ocean where Grand Isle is an ideal starting point. And again, you know, I have some pictures from the guys, how they loved it, being on the boat all day with a fantastic boat, Exuma Water Sports, that was taking us out, one of the best boats we have ever had. And we said iguanas, yeah, Bettina here feeding iguanas perfectly. We have Manya, we have Flavia, so everybody was out there. And obviously we then, some were a little shy, you know, these iguanas, they become pretty big. And then you came over and, but photo session was big, and they are now all supermodels, these iguanas. And they are all now back, will be shown to their friends and families. And then finally we went to see the swimming pigs, which for everybody always is a highlight. But I think everybody here in the room agrees now that the swimming pigs is the first reason why you go into the Exuma Keys. But then when you are there, you really realize that it's so beautiful, that there's so much more, that it's not just the swimming pigs, but obviously those little ones, they were just so cute. They were that size and feeding from their mom. And then we also have had a little bigger ones that were a little more naughty, passing by, wanting to join us on the boat and crawling up. That was pretty amazing what they have done. And Flavia, she was the bravest of all because she was the first one going into the water. Everybody else stood behind and thought, well, if Flavia doesn't get eaten, I maybe don't get eaten. And if she gets eaten, then maybe the pig is already, it's not hungry anymore. So that means we all went then back into the ocean and we all swam with the swimming pigs, and we have some amazing videos. Google on Instagram and on Facebook hashtag #MyBestBahamaMoment, and I'm sure you find really hundreds of videos, hundreds of photos of the swimming pigs and everything else, every of the beauty in the Exuma Keys. Now we're back in Nassau, and again, you know, we're back into civilization, I think one can say, after having been on the Out Islands, which is a complete different experience. And I think all the expectations from the groups have been exceeded on what we saw on the Out Islands. And we now are, again, thanks to Karen, in a beautiful new place here in Margaritaville, where we will stay the next 3 days to explore the city of Nassau. It's an ideal location where we can walk out and really explore the city. And we did so yesterday. And apart from this modern building, we also went to one of the most traditional buildings yesterday, had an amazing dinner at the Grey Cliff Hotel. And they really had a fantastic setup for us. They showed us their rooms. They showed us the wine cellar, which is very impressive. And before that, we, of course, have had some cocktails. This time, no Bahama Mama, but I'm sure the Bahama Mamas, we have had already the one or the other before, and we'll have some before we go home. But here we're in a very stylish, in a very colonial way, in the heart of Nassau. And everybody seems to be happy to have made it, and everybody feels, you know, like, ooh, this is really, truly amazing. Yeah, well, you look like freshly married, but no, it's not the case. Just to stop any kind of rumors, I know it's not the case, but it's such a beautiful photo. I could not resist. Pascal, please excuse. Don't be shy. I know it's just really a pretty photo of you guys. Okie doke. Now we come into the important part. Every group can win a marketing budget of $10,000 to promote the Bahamas. I think everybody in this room wants to promote the Bahamas now, after you have traveled it, after you have experienced it. And yeah, we are very curious. I was very curious. So when I was downloading your videos, I was tempted to look at them, but I did not. And we hope that everything will go well now. And we'll start with the first one. Who is winning the $10,000 for marketing activities? And we start with the team Kooni, being number one. Coming and join us. And this is our team. It's Anina, Amgert, it's Bettina, Antonella, Marion, and Roger. Oh, Roger, pardon. Please come here.
Hey, good morning, Nassau. How are you? Good evening, Germany, and good evening, of course, Switzerland. Peter Reber is a famous Swiss singer, welcomes you to our presentation of the great island Exuma. As you can hear, his song was Bahama Mama, and he spent a few years on his sailing boat with his whole family, and he wrote most of his songs here in the Bahamas.
Okay, moment. Okay.
So, yeah. So our presentation, we based our presentation on meeting the locals. We want to meet and experience local stuff. That was the most important part for us. And so we will present now for a few minutes all the people we have met, and yeah, hope you have fun with our stories. So the first two guys we have met at the Exumas was Mr. Pimping and Elvis the man. So Mr. Pimping was the guy who picked up at the airport. So we rented a car from Elvis. And I don't know if you judges know Elvis. He's very well known at Exuma. He runs a water taxi service. He runs a car rental service, and I guess many more businesses. And Mr. Pimping was the guy who is working for Elvis. And it was a very funny drive for us, because afterwards we will see why. But first, let us see some impressions of the streets.
Ist der Bus, gell?
Exuma.
Bus.
Bus.
in the car with the windows down, enjoying the breeze, having some music. So it's nice and good.
Okay, now let's introduce Mr. Ping Ping and Mr. Elvis. So, as I've told you, we picked up our car at the airport, and after a few minutes drive, we realized that the car was going like this. And then we realized that the tire has too less air inside. And Mr. Ping Ping was waving all the cars, and around 10 seconds later, another car stopped, opened his car, and he dropped off his compressor.
That's a Bahamas.
Yeah, Bahamian style helping. And then Elvis has filled the tire. Yes, and that's our group at Grand Isle Resort. So as you can see, we made it without accident. We are still alive. But it was very funny to drive the car. We had to go also to the garage to fill the air again. Yeah, it was a very funny garage. Yeah, so the driving part was very exciting for us. Yeah. Okay.
So this was our first touch with the local food. We tried the conch salad, and this is Ronaldo, the best conch salad cutter on the island and over the world. And you can't get a fresher meal than this. We took the shell out of the ocean, took the conch out of the shell, cut it, and do some lemon juice on side, and then you can eat it. It's so totally fresh. And we are very, very impressed with Ronaldo. Look at the video. He has 10 fingers left after this cutting session. It was on Stocking Island. We had a wonderful afternoon at Stocking Island and tried this conch salad. Amazing.
Sorry. Later?
Yeah. And our second touch with the local food, we loved it, is the Johnny bread. We tasted it every day in another location, and it's tasted every day completely different. This is a freshly baked Johnny bread we got after a special meal in the evening. We asked the waitress, where can we buy tomorrow Johnny bread in a bakery? And she said, oh, my sister's in the kitchen. She can prepare fresh Johnny bread for you. Now you can wait in half an hour. It's prepared. And we waited a half an hour and got this lovely Johnny cake. And we took this another day on our boat trip. It was delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, while we were waiting for our Johnny cake, Anina had the great idea that we should go to a karaoke bar and sing with the locals. Unfortunately, the locals enjoyed the bar more than karaoke. And so only the three of us were singing. And yeah, here we have a little clip. I'm sorry for any ear cancer we may cause, but enjoy.
Yes, and the day after, we went on a very nice boat trip with Mr. Dallas Notes. He's the owner of the Out Island Explorer, and they offer, they offer the kayaking and sailing boat trip on the Exumas, where you can have a real, authentic and nature exploring experience. You can sleep in tents at the beach. Yeah, but with this handsome guy, we did the trip to Sandy Key, where Pirates of the Caribbean has been filmed. And we really enjoyed the landscape and as well the very beautiful wildlife. Can you please show that? In this video, we saw a dolphin with his cub. So it was very nice. And also we looked in the eye of different sharks, stingrays, and birds. Yeah, turtles. The turtles. Yeah, we really enjoy the beauty of the nature, the mangroves, yeah, the sandy keys, and the different colors of the air as well.
And we were totally alone the whole day.
Yes.
All sports, we were totally alone.
But sorry, ladies, he's already married and has 2 kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the sand was very, very fine. Yeah. Stingrays, level sharks.
Yes, and then we had lunch at the Santanas. Santanas is known for the best lobster on the whole island, even Johnny Depp's favorite lobster, so we had to try it, and we can totally agree it was the best lobster we've ever had. And we met the lovely crew, and yeah, it was an amazing lunch. Probably the best one.
And next to Santana's, Johnny Depp's favorite is the best bakery, Mom's Bakery. And you can imagine what we bought there and what we tried, Johnny cake. Mama, we could have a short look in her kitchen and we tried all her cakes, including the rum cake. And she put half a liter rum on it, some holes inside, put rum on it.
More rum than cake.
Yeah.
More rum than cake.
It was swimming in the rum.
Delicious. We love it. And this is the variety of the cakes. We tasted it all.
Oh, you have to press again.
Yeah.
That's your daughter.
Yes, Mom's daughter.
Mom's daughter.
Yes, and then we went for a swim on the topic of Cancer Beach, which is known as the most beautiful beach on the island, and it was amazing. The view and the water, the sandbanks, and we met those lovely people and took a picture with them and had a nice chat, of course.
We also heard about the legendary. We also heard about the legendary Three Sisters stones. We went to visit them and also grab a drink next to the Three Sisters, and we got the opportunity to meet these 2 guys, Big Sean and Little John. Sean. They told us about the story. It's, I think, the oldest history from Exuma. Yes, it is the oldest history. There were 3 sisters, and all of them were sleeping with the same sailor. And one day the sailor wanted to take off and go back home. And every 3 sisters swam into the ocean. And while they were doing this, all 4 of them drowned. And yes, heartbreaking story. Ah. We also, as you mentioned before, the Gen Canoe Parade. This is a big thing in Exuma. We heard about the very famous Kenneth Nixon. Lucky me, he wasn't around, but his handsome son was. This is the one with the white shirt. And they told us about the Gen Canoe story and how they made their costumes, and they take about 4 months to do a costume.
All handmade.
Yes.
Yeah. And a nice thing I had to add at the end, she said, I have a little present for you. It was a truly Swiss chocolate to say thank you that you have made this for us.
Yeah, and yes, and as well very important is Pompey. This is a local hero. He was a slave in the 18th century, and he was the face of the revolution, and he had a real high impact of the emancipation of the slaves of Exuma. And Mr. Roll brought us per ATV, per quad, to this place.
Yes.
That was it.
That was it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I could say for us all, we touched paradise with this Exuma experience. I've never seen such a variety of blue sea, of sandy beaches. It was so lovely, so exciting, so amazing. We touched paradise.
50 Shades of Blue.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Absolutely impressive on what you have seen. I had to make a little change here because was the presentation, but it's all going well. I hope that you are all okay. I hope you're happy with my technical performance. So you see it's all working. And we've got the next group now. And the next group is the Long Island group. Long Island group for FTI. And we have a team of 3. And a team of 3 is Gina from Reisecenter Federsee, Randi vom Reisecenter Hamburg-Meile und Ninja Having von der Flugbörse in Monschau. Kommt rüber, bitte. So.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Gina, and this is Ninja, and I'm Randi, and we are Team FDE, and we have visited Long Island. Now Gina will tell you something short about Long Island.
But only something short. We have a little video, so you can see everything in the video. But we will give you some information first before you see the video. First of all, I will tell you a little bit story of Hamilton's Cave. Hamilton's Cave was bought by Leonard Cartwright's family in 1847 for only 27 pounds. This is so less money. And then they split it up into 5 parts because they are 5 cousins. And Leonard was the lucky one who had a cave on his part of the island.
And I want to tell you something about the beautiful mangroves around Long Island. So, nearly 80% of the coastline is covered with it, and that's also the reason why there are so many creatures.
Such a population.
Yes, population and variation of the wildlife under and above the sea.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now we will show you our video.
Lightning strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real.
how it looks like when Team FDE is watching for turtles.
This is so high.
Good spot to jump off, maybe here.
Yeah.
I jumped off over there on that spot.
No, I think I would do this spot.
Perfect.
But when I'm down, huh? Default.
You're gonna be so happy once you.
Okay.
Okay, girls, what do you say to the salad?
Very, very good. We liked it. And Max Content war delicious. Delicious.
everybody. We are now here at the Columbus Monument.
And we really can recommend it.
The view is very beautiful. You can make very nice pictures, but don't go here when it's too hot on the day. So maybe early in the morning or late in the afternoon, then you can really enjoy it here.
The jump off the cliffs was a second one, of course, but the whole 3 days on Long Island was very special.
Yeah, I think we are all totally in love with Long Island. It's such a quiet place. There's no other car on the street during the ride from the south to the north. The people are so kind, so calm, so yeah, they talked with us, and we had a really special moment for me. We went to a food store to have a takeaway food, and during we have to wait, we were talking with 3 older men about German beer, what they like about Germany. One was saying that he was playing guitar in Germany. He was on the Zugspitze in Munich, and this was such a special moment for me because. Yeah, we were standing there with a man and talking about everything. Yeah, this was very special for me.
And so also very special was only to walk to the beaches with the sand, with the toes in the white sand beach along, and watching all the colors of the ocean, the wonderful blue colors. It was also very special and very nice. And it was so quiet and relaxing there. You, if you want, you can stay there and you don't see anyone else.
Yeah. So that was our presentation about Long Island. Hope you enjoyed it.
Congratulations to this wonderful presentation. Thank you very much. And we go to the next group. Yes. So now we get to the next team. Team Cat Island and Team America Unlimited. Please come and we welcome on the stage, we welcome Alina, Anja, Pascal und Bastian.
Hello everybody, we are the Team America Unlimited and we want to invite to our little journey to Cat Island. Are you ready for takeoff? Yes.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion, got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully, appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Silly my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me. Yeah, wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air. And now we made for ourselves. This won't be the last time.
Before we introduce you what we experienced on Cat Island, we wanted to share some facts about the modern Robinson Crusoe Island with you. The island is named after the pirate Arthur Cat and was called San Salvador until 1926. It's 48 miles long and 1 to 4 miles wide. Cat Island is located southeast to Eleuthera and northeast of Long Island. Cat Island has 1,500 inhabitants.
Yes, and how you could see in the first clip, we had a very, very great time on Cat Island. We made many memories, and yeah, it was a great time we had. And as you can see on the picture, we had a few things that we experienced there. For example, we visited the Healing Pond, which is the saltiest pond on Cat Island. We fed some turtles, which you can see over there. And we were very, very welcomed at Chana's Cove Resort, where we stayed for the 3 nights. It was very beautiful. In the pictures, you can see the owners now. This is Maria and Gregor, and in the picture besides that you can see the former owners, which is Frank and Gabi. And yeah, they welcomed us very, very nice. They gave us a home for the 3 days, and we had a very, very great time there. Yes. Yeah. On the second day, we experienced the south at first. So we went down to Port Howe, and we experienced the Devo House, which is a ruin, and we touched it, as you can see on the picture. Then we went to Alno's Bake Shop, where the very popular floor cake is made. And we talked to Alno about the history about this floor cake, which is very special because his mother and his grandma, they created this floor cake, and it's very, very special on the whole Bahamas because he told us, and we saw it as well, that he had a very big delivery for Nassau on that day, for example. And you can really imagine it's such a small shop, so you won't ever believe that some international orders would go around there, but it was very nice. And yeah, then afterwards we went to Mount Alvernia, which is the highest peak of the Bahamas with 63 meters. And very high, yeah. And we climbed up there, and it's very steep, but it's very, very beautiful. You have a overwhelming view from the top, and yeah, it's simply amazing to be there and to see Cat Island and to see the thing that was built there actually from one man. So it was a Franciscan who built it. He was from Great Britain, and he built it all on his own. And yeah, we have a video for you as well.
So on our third day, we did a little adventure trip. So we took a little hike from Chinnas Cove to Meadowar Beach. It was a densely wooded area, and we had some spiders and some crabs past us, and we got to go with a stick in front of us to not run into the spiders. And when we got at the beach, it was very, very nice. So it was one of the nicest beaches we've ever been to. And there was such a clear water, such nice sand, such a clear area, and it was no one there in all of these areas. So it was very, very quiet, and we really did enjoy this. And yeah, then back to Chinnas Cove. We thought about a little traditional event, and so we bought a rake and scrape band to our resort, which you can see here. So rake and scrape is a music who was invented on Cat Island. It's a music you do with a hand saw, and you scratch it, and other instruments like drums and guitars are also into it. And so every one of us tried the hand saw, and it looked very easy, but when you do it, it was very, very difficult. So we don't want to show you these these things, but we show you a little clip which bears be very good, and that you can imagine how it sounds like. So a little bit Christmas feeling, like oh, holy night in the Bahamas. Our last day on Cat Island, we did a little tour to a bat cave, which was on a main road, but it's very difficult to find it because it's very hidden in these things. Next to this bat cave, there is a hero's wall, which is built for graduation, for service to God and the country for the veterans. And a special thank we want to give to Maria at Chenna's Cove, because the food we got there was very amazing. So she bought us all the stuff you eat on the Bahamas, on Cat Island, and do some nice steaks, and we grilled with the locals in there, and it was a very great time, and we really enjoyed it.
So our best Bahama moment were the evenings on the beach. Every night laying in the sand and had a view with full of stars everywhere, countless stars and shooting stars, and it was just magical for us. So we hope you enjoyed our little journey to this special island. We are so grateful that we got chosen for Cat Island because it was perfect. We had perfect moments, we met perfect people. We came there as strangers and leave as friends. And we want to say thank you to the moon and back.
Perfect, absolutely amazing. You know, I'm very happy that I'm not part of the jury because, you know, it's so bad. And we have 2 more to go. And to judge, I mean, it's so bad to judge because everybody is doing such a wonderful presentation. So we've got 2 more to go. I am welcoming Tanja, Manja, and Caroline. And you will show us your Bahama moment, your best Bahama moment. You need to move over here so that we can see you.
Hi to everybody. As you can see, we are Team Andros, and we were able to discover the beautiful island of Andros. Yeah, so we asked ourselves how to promote the island and how to show you all the impressions and keep them forever. So we decided to create an Instagram account so everyone who's coming to the island can inspire with the account and see what can you do on the island and what to expect. So here are just a few impressions from our days at Andros. We can start with our first day with the arrival. This is Andros from above. So you see, it's not the typical Bahamian blue, clear sea, and it's a very green island. So this is our lodge. We stayed at Small Hope Bay Lodge, a very lovely place with very friendly people. We will tell you more in the next few minutes. So it was a lovely place to stay. And this was our dining area.
it was very familiar because everyone in the lodge sat together at lunch or at dinner, so we can talk to everyone with people from the US, and it was very, very nice. Well, then we had our bush medicine experience. It was very special for us because we never heard about this before. So Elizabeth was such a lovely host. She showed us our backyard and explained all the plants and what they can do for your body. After that, we took a little hike to Rainbow Blue Hole, a very special place because if you want a natural pedicure, you can do it here. You can hold your feet in the water and little fishes will nibble your feet. Well, then we made it to the next blue hole, the Captain Bill's blue hole. This is special because there is a platform. It's like 6 meters or 19 feet high, and you can jump into it. We will show you more. And of course, Andros has beautiful beaches, but you have to ask locals. So without our guide, we would probably never saw these beautiful beaches at the island. And of course, as you can see, Androsia Batik Factory is the most known on Andros. They manufacture very special things like clothes or napkins for hotels. So everything is done by hand. So it's very, very interesting. And this is the final result. And we are wearing it today. Yeah, well, I will let it explain to you more now.
Yeah, I was not only thrilled by the many nature, but especially by the beautiful and lonely beaches of the island. We were able to find and enjoy these beaches by talking to the locals. Because it's not easy to find a beautiful beach in Andros. One of the greatest places to be was the Somerset Beach. White sandbanks and water that invites you to swim and snorkel. That was amazing, and here are the pics.
So this was the way to the beach. As I said before, it's very hidden, so you have to ask someone to show you this beautiful place.
Well, my favorite moment on the island was when we went to Captain Bill's Blue Hole. We arrived there and we were the only ones. And we walked to the picnic site and we saw the platform and we thought, ooh, this is quite something. And I was shortly thinking about leaving or just having a nice swim and calm swim in the Blue Hole, but I thought I might never come back to this place, and so this was my chance, and this was the day to do the jump. And before we show you the little video, I have to tell you one thing. I have been always telling my kids, Mommy is never ever going to jump. And so look at the video and see what I've done.
Well, so my personal best Bahamas moment was a little bit unexpected because I never thought about diving, especially not in the Bahamas during a fam trip. But we talked to the lodge owner at the first night and he asked us if we want to learn how to dive. And we said, yeah, why not? So the next day we had a little training at the dock. The sea was a little bit rough that day, so it was quite hard, but we had a very patient trainer, so we made it. And the day that after that, we made a boat trip to the open water, and I will show you the impressions.
So, well, as you can see, every one of us had his special moment, but we were searching for the best moment as a group. And we had actually lots of ideas how we could impress the jury with our activities. But when we arrived on Andros, we felt that there was something different with this nature island. And at the beginning of our journey, we couldn't really explain, or we didn't know what it was. So we started to do lots of things there. And it was on day 2 when we had a full day of activities, and then we had a little time slot to think about what we've done. And then suddenly we realized that we had so many beautiful moments there, but without the people we have met, we would have never experienced it in such a way. And we have to say that it felt on every place like a big family we had been living in, and everybody helped each other, even he knows you just for a minute. And we met people like the taxi drivers when we were waiting for a rental car at the airport and it wasn't there. And there were 3 taxi drivers who went to their phones to get our rental car there, and they tried to help us. And then we met Mr. Pinder from Car Rental, who suddenly had to get our luggage to our lodge, and he was surprised.
It was a very hard stony way to the lodge.
Yeah, he did this, and we had the whole lodge team, the guides, the very patient dive instructors, and we had the cook, and I have a milk allergy, and she was so great. At the evening at 9 p.m. she went to the kitchen and made some homemade cookies just for me. That was so amazing. And of course the owner, he made everything for us. Yeah, in the evening he called some friends and he arranged that we had our program in the morning, and yeah, everyone did a lot of things for us. And of course Donna and Peter from the tourist office, and Donna from Kamalamaki, we had site inspection there. We arranged that to see this property. It's so beautiful. You have to go there. And yeah, and all the other people we met on our way. And we know that you wanted us to find the one best Bahamas moment, but we have realized that it's not really realistic to say that there's just the one moment. It's been a summary of occasions with hearty people that makes the island so special. But See for yourself. We have a little video for you. Have to go back. Sorry for that.
Same address. Meet the friendliest people in the Bahamas.
Yeah, and if you might ask yourself what is going to happen with our Instagram account, yeah, we want to keep to work on it as a group. We are all from different agencies, but we have learned that everything goes better when we do it together.
Wonderful, so wonderful. I mean, and well, absolutely wonderful, all these presentations. Now, last but not least, Team Der Tour. And Team Der Tour is a group of 5. It's Flavia, Jürgen, Anne, Ulrich, and Holger. Come to the stage. Okay, super. Welcome. The floor is yours. Team Der Tour.
Everybody, first of all, we want to say thank you to have the opportunity to be here to discover the lovely islands of the Bahamas. We are a team of 5, and our island is, the name of our island is Greek, and it means freedom. And we had the opportunity to discover the freedom on this island. But now, look at the video.
We are the Der Tour Pirates of the Bahamas.
And our island is Eleuthera. Eleuthera.
Eleuthera. Eleuthera. Eleuthera.
Eleuthera.
My best Bahama moments is Lighthouse Beach. The drive was very adventurous and a real challenge. And then comes BAM!
Und weißt du, dann zahle ich da mal $1000 dafür, das ist mir dann irgendwie nochmal egal. So, Leute. Sollen wir jetzt erstmal ein Foto hier machen?
I never seen such beautiful beach like this.
My best Bahamas moment is Queen's Bath, because it's completely different of my thoughts about the Bahamas would be.
After a short walk, you will reach the beautiful blue pools. Get in and enjoy your time at Queen's Bath. The entry is completely free and it's perfect to get there by your own car.
My best Bahamas moment is the glass window bridge. It's a simple concrete bridge, but it beautifully contrasts the dark waters of the Atlantic and the green waters of Eleuthera Bay. And that's unique to Eleuthera.
Another unique water attraction is Sapphire Blue Hole, a natural sinkhole into which you can jump. And then the silos.
Where the heck are the silos? Well, I found the silos here. There are two, and they're here between Gregory Town and Ellistown. And I heard they're used for stuff for the chicken farms, which were here many years ago.
Okay,
Yeah?
gotcha, man.
Okay, perfect. See you. Bye.
And there's a lot of living history, for example, Haynes Library, which dates back to 1897. And all these old churches are really inspiring.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. My best Bahama moment is Harbor Island. You jump on the boat, catch a golf car, drive through the charming village, and finally enjoy the pink sandy beach. On our way to the pink sandy beach. Our boat trip along Spanish Wells.
My best Bahamas moment is a private boat trip to the sandbank. It only comes up at high tide and it's so wonderful. In front of Harbor Island, we snorkeled and saw colorful fishes, turtles, and stingrays.
I said, hey, what's going on?
Der draußen. Oh, das sind überall kleine Küken.
You also have the possibility to see pigs on Pig Island.
I present to you the sun!
say our best Bahamas moments
Are the people
they are
charming,
friendly,
open-hearted,
humorous.
welcoming?
They made our trip so unique.
Yes.
Okay. Red flower. And as it come out in about 5 or 6 weeks, there's the whole pineapple. And then she have like little buds, like lilies, around the whole pineapple. Sometimes you get 7, sometimes you get 15, and that's what they call the baby slips. So when you broke the pine, then the tree feeds the slips. And in about, I should say about 12 weeks, you cut them, they on a stalk, come up high, and you cut them, and then you make your new field.
This is Sunny, who shows us how to plant a pineapple.
Thank you so much. Baby.
I said, yes, it is. He said, how do you know? I said, there's a hole in it. He looked at it and he said, my gosh, it is a hole in it. It's not.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby.
Thank you very much. You may go
Thanks.
back to the seat. Yeah, we amongst all the participants that are back in Germany, we are raffling today 5 seats for the next fam trip that we're doing for the next Best Bahama Moment. But obviously, before we raffle them, we also need to get the jury some time. We need to have some discussions here, so I may ask the participants of my Best Bahama Moments to now leave the room and give us some time to make our judgments, to find out who will be the winner. And meanwhile, I hand over, liebe Elena, du bist noch dran. Schalte dich mal bitte rein zu mir und mach mal deine Kamera an, damit wir dich auch sehen, damit du allen dann zu Hause noch mal ein paar Infos geben kannst. Wir brauchen jetzt für euch zu Hause gebliebenen, wir brauchen jetzt ungefähr 15 Minuten, 10 bis 15 Minuten, um das finale Ergebnis zu haben. Geduldet euch mit uns. Bevor wir dann die Gewinner benennen, werden wir dann die Teilnehmer des nächsten Famtrips benennen. Sobald alle draußen sind, macht die Angelika die Tür von innen zu. Ja, ich würde mich natürlich freuen, wenn ihr, liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen zu Hause, vielleicht auch mal ein paar Kommentare abgebt. Ihr könnt es in den Chat reingeben oder ihr könnt mich per WhatsApp erreichen. Ihr kennt ja meine Nummer, oder viele von euch kennen meine Nummer. Ich sage sie uns nochmal, 49 für Deutschland natürlich, die 17332677740. Das ist meine Nummer und da könnt ihr auch eure Kommentare abgeben oder eben auch in den Chat reintun. Ihr müsst mich jetzt mal für einen Moment entschuldigen. 10 Minuten, Viertelstündchen brauchen wir ungefähr und dann können wir wieder loslegen. Ich stelle mich auch auf Stumm, damit ihr die Diskussionen hier vor Ort nicht hört. Liebe Elena, du wirst jetzt gleich gefragt. Wir haben unsere 5 Teilnehmer für den nächsten Famtrip schon gezogen. Die stehen schon fest. Die Folie hat ein bisschen verschoben, aber auch das ist egal heute. Das Entscheidende ist, dass die Teilnehmer jetzt gleich reinkommen werden. Es geht weiter, es nehmen alle langsam wieder Platz. Vielleicht könnt ihr eure Teammembers, die nicht da sind, eine kurze Info geben, dass es weitergeht, dass wir die Resultate dann eben auch verlesen können. Es geht also gleich los. Wir warten hier noch auf die letzten Teilnehmer, dass sie wieder zurückkommen. So, liebe Elena, bist du dran? Bist du live? Wer liest denn jetzt unsere Teilnehmer vor? Ich weiß, ihr im Büro habt das wunderbar für mich erledigt oder für uns hier erledigt, wer auf die nächste Bahamas-Reise mitgeht.
Also die Desiree und ich, meine Kollegin Desiree und ich, wir waren gestern zusammen im Büro. Das kommt ja im Moment nicht so häufig vor in der aktuellen Situation. Und ja, wir haben gestern aus allen, die zu Hause geblieben sind und die sich zu My Best Bahama Moment registriert haben, 5 Teilnehmer, neue Teilnehmer für unseren nächsten Femtrip gelesen. Aber Claudia, die Liste liegt dir vor und du hast dir so viel Mühe und Arbeit gemacht mit diesem ganzen Femtrip und wenn du die Namen da hast, die ich dir durchgeschickt habe, dann würde ich mich doch sehr freuen, wenn du das übernehmen würdest.
Okay, ich bin hier gerade, jetzt muss ich wieder die Brille absetzen, damit ich wieder was sehe. Ja, jetzt kommen erstmal die Gewinner von unserem nächsten Femtrip, den wir hierher machen. Sicherlich das gleiche System, vielleicht wandeln wir es auch ein bisschen was ab, aber das wäre dann auch unser Winning Team. Und ich freue mich, dass ich die Reise durchführen werde. Einmal mit der Kirsten Hu, wir haben bestimmt noch eine andere Kirsten, das ist die Kirsten Bandura. Die Kirsten Bandura wird auf unseren nächsten Femtrip mitgehen, darüber freuen wir uns sehr vom Reisebüro Bandura. Ja, dann aus Hamburg auch vertreten dann die Claudia Dietl vom LCC Reisebüro Übersee. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, du hast gewonnen, du gehst mit mir auf die Bahamas. Dann haben wir mit dabei die Ila Gassior vom TUI Reisebüro in Ham. Auch sie wird mit uns reisen und wir nehmen auch einen Mann mit und das ist der Lutz Hofmann vom Reisebüro Werdelche. Vielleicht, ich glaube, das heißt entweder falsch geschrieben oder ich kann es nicht richtig lesen. Also auch, lieber Lutz, du darfst im Moment mit 4 Damen auf die Bahamas reisen, die 5. bin ich. Aber keine Sorge, du musst nicht mit uns teilen, du wirst ein Extrazimmer kriegen. Vielleicht finden wir auch noch einen Mann, der für dich mitgeht. Und dann haben wir noch die Sina ten Brinke von Albatros Reisen, die mit uns auf die Bahamas reisen wird. Euch erstmal herzlichen Glückwunsch und ich glaube, alle hier werden einmal applaudieren. Denn ich glaube, Sie wären am allerliebsten nochmal beim nächsten Femtrip mit dabei. Ja, denn ich sehe hier wirklich nur strahlende Gesichter und Menschen, die wirklich mit lachenden Augen, mit Tränen in den Augen hier ihre Präsentation vorgeführt haben. So, jetzt muss ich fragen, sind eure Teams wieder vollständig? Das war meine klassische Frage hier. Ja, and may I just ask Sandra Russell to come up here quickly. Sandra, she's our manager for the Family Islands. She was heavily involved to make this all happen. And I'm sure that Sandra was very impressed by the presentations. Please come up here and give her a applause.
To say the least, I was blown away. Even though I have been to all of the places that you captured in your presentations, I was all the same blown away. Each time you visit a family island, and you will see that when you come back again, it will be a different experience, even if you do go to the same island again. But I would just like to say, danke, danke, danke sehr für deine Wunderpräsentation. Ah. Und auf Wiedersehen, herzliche Willkommen, all Bahamas. So, thank you so much for all of your wonderful presentations, and I know that we will have scores and scores and scores and thousands of Germans coming to the Bahamas again. I can recall a long, long time ago, I won't say what age, how I came to learn German language. I was working in tourism back in the day, we call it, and there were so many German travelers to the Bahama Islands at that time, and I could not communicate with them. I was selling tours and excursions at that time, and so I said, I need to learn your language. So I saved up and I went to Cologne, Germany, and I spent 2 years in Cologne, Germany, learning the German language at the Goethe Institute. So that was sehr lange Zeit. Huh? 1979 war ich da, okay? Now you can tell how old I am. So once again, a pleasure having all of you, and thank you again for all of your wonderful presentations of our family islands. We always say in the Bahamas that the real Bahamas is in the family islands, and I'm sure you can all agree with that today. Yeah. So thank you all once again.
Okay, now the tough moment comes, and this is a truly tough moment. And I know, I thank very much to the jury that you have evaluated. I know that you would have loved to give everybody the highest score possible, because everybody in itself was amazing. And I'm so impressed on what you all have done. And I'm so impressed of all of you. I think the biggest gift was already to bring you to the Bahamas. The winner obviously has a duty, because you have then to promote, and we expect return of investment, as one says nowadays. No, but honestly, please do not be disappointed. Only one can win. I think it was for everybody a win to be here, and I'm reading out now the teams from back to number 1. Let me just get on my slide. Ooh. $10,000 to market the islands of the Bahamas, meaning you with your tour operator or with your BTO together, you split amongst your team, you agree on marketing activities with us, with your tour operator, to bring clients to the islands of the Bahamas. It's not for your next trip, the $10,000, yeah, just to be on that. But I'm sure you have made many friends now. And I now start. Seat winner number 5 with 239 points is Team Andros. Congratulations. We look forward to use your Instagram account. I think it was a lovely idea, and I love your dresses. And if I would have known that you go shopping, I would have asked you to bring me one dress too. Then, very close by, team, the 4th winner, and the 4th winner with 241 points is Team American Limited. Well done to you guys as well. I loved your presentation, and it all worked out. You were number 1. You were so worried about the presentation wouldn't work, but it worked perfectly. And I think you also have had an amazing time in Cat Island. Now it's getting already a little tighter and a little bit of more points. Winner number 3, bronze medal, as we can say, 275 points. That is Team FTI with Long Island. Very well done, Team Long Island. Amazing presentation from you guys as well. I'm super impressed, Brandy, you as a what's it called, a Meerjungfrau, mermaid, and of course also of your jump. And Nina, your jumps were amazing, especially when they were slowed down. I loved it. Really great. And I look forward to having all your presentations on our YouTube channel, and also feature them on my on Bahamak, our training tool. Obviously, there are 2 teams left. Which teams are left? Team Eleuthera and Team Kooni with Exuma. Now, one of the teams has 277 points. The other team has 290 points. Now, I will not start with the silver one, because then the gold one is obviously, how can I make this now more interesting? Well, I'll just release it. The winner is Team Dare Tour. Congratulations. Team. And the second winning team, obviously, Team Kooni. But as said, thank you so much to all of you. Thank you so much to all of you. All very well done. Thank you to the judges. Vielen Dank, dass ihr zu Hause auch mit dabei wart und euch das angeguckt habt. Euch herzlichen Glückwunsch. Auf euch wartet jetzt aber viel Arbeit. Ja? Ja? Also ich bedanke mich bei allen ganz herzlich und verabschiede mich heute bei euch aus Nassau. Wir sehen uns wieder, wenn es wieder weitergeht mit den Bahamas. Was Neues fällt uns bestimmt ein. Jetzt ist Weihnachten, da habe ich ein bisschen Zeit zum Nachdenken, da werde ich besonders kreativ. Und dann legen wir im neuen Jahr los und sehen uns wieder. Und vielen Dank nach Deutschland und ich wünsche euch noch einen wunderbaren, ja, ein schönes Wochenende euch, ja? Dankeschön. Danke euch.